I wanted to do heightened romantic thriller. I love doing pictures in the sun in the South. I like the yellow, reds, blues, Salvador, Scarface. I generally gravitate towards the South.
I think with all directors, they all want to kind of keep exploring new material, keep growing, keep going to that next step.
And in this particular case, it was a book that immediately when you read it, you said, you know, this is something that Oliver should do.
Don's quite a well-known writer, and some of his books had been picked up for films before to be adapted.
The book was inspiring, exciting, it was different, it was written in a postmodern style. Huge amount of characters, huge amount of scenes, but done in a shorthand style.
It was very cinematic, the book, when you read it. It's, you know, short sentences. So even some scenes, the format was like a script.
It had the war on drugs in there, which is something that we read about in the paper every day. It had Southern California and attitude to it.
In Savages, Don Winslow went with sort of a surfboard style, like surfing over these deep valleys that he'd explored already. And we had to build this bit by bit, detail by detail.
We did a couple days with Don down in Laguna. We just drove around and he kind of was giving us like the audio tour of where he wrote, what he did, all the places he hung out. It's the world he created.
The screenplay process was a collaboration between myself, Don Winslow, and Shane Salerno, and went off and on for almost a year. And it might have been a short book, but it was actually about a 6-hour movie, too. To make a long story short, we found the long story had to be shortened. At the end of the day, we had new characters, and it's certainly inspired by the book and based on the book. But some of the views of the characters are different.
It really does, in the book, follow more Ben and Sean. But what Oliver's done is really created these incredible characters, and truly everyone has their own real great arc.
What I hope you'll find is that there are 6 characters in this movie, and they're all fully human.
Oliver is so attracted to light because every single person he's cast in this movie has a light about them. He cast everyone with a light in their eyes and now messed with it and put all this darkness in it. You can get away with that if you have lighter people by nature.
It started with Oliver meeting Aaron in London and then calling back and saying, I know, I found Ben.
I've been in this business for years and never had a person killed. Now you tell me what, 7 people are dead?
For Ben, there were several movie stars who were mentioned to me. I just said, this is the one. He's English. Nobody knows that from the film, but he's English. And I would chide him because I was worried about this issue. We had an extensive voice coach, but there's no slippage.
You asked me to come alone, so I came alone.
Where's the other one? Your amigo.
You ready for this magic? You're not ready.
Taylor's the right guy for Sean. I mean, he's just Sean, you know? It's perfect.
Taylor was one of these people who had tremendous depth, and he has that stoic virtue, which I love on screen.
I'm in Sean's shirt right now. Some rainbows, only a man's man can get away with this. I have gold marlins on this shirt, but I'm loving this wardrobe.
Baby Bell.
Look, boom, come on down. This is gonna come out at some point.
Little higher, Blake. Tiny.
Blake was one of the later additions. She'd done a lot of TV, She says they throw pages of new dialogue at her all the time, and she learns it, you know, so she's been trained as a young actress.
There's this island called Sumba. I mean, it's something else.
Wait, how's the shopping?
Yeah, not so much.
I had the opportunity to work with so many great actors that, you know, you really have to raise your level of performance.
You know how you never see me laugh and you never see me cry? Well, that's because I have Botox in the heart.
I thought just in the face.
I don't have Botox in the face. Are you crazy?
I made you laugh.
Salma said that I had doubts that she was tough enough. I never had doubts.
You forgot to turn your phone off. One thing that was very difficult for me to do in this film is that most of the time I'm working on the phone or through all this new technology that I'm so not good at.
You say yes, you have it in 2 weeks. Look, Miss Sanchez, we've got it through her.
So have I, and I put her value at 15 million.
And good. Got it. Okay, let's go around on the her point of view of the computer.
You know what? I feel like I'm looking at the lens now, and it's too much in this direction. I'm working pretty much on my own in Mexico with green screen. That was the hardest part of doing this film.
Benicio was on me all the time to make changes or to think about things. Of course, that's my style. I go over the script over and over. We do changes on the set. We do a lot.
What are you doing, man? You come to my house? You threaten my daughters? You don't think I'm the kind of that doesn't have cameras everywhere? Come on, man.
Don't matter to me. After I whack you and your daughters, I'll burn the house down.
Oh, come on. You found your fucking snitch.
When I met Benicio, he said he'd seen Grease 14 times as a kid.
It was the first movie that pulled me out of my seat, like totally. I was dancing and, be like, do the strut. Here I am, 30 years later, working with John Travolta. That goes in the biography. That's one of those, it's the greatest hits.
You know what? Get fucked. Both of you. Okay. Fuck me, yes, fuck you. I'm fucking out of here.
Shit! Sean, what the hell are you doing?
So you yank it out, he's still here, now you're here, wham! Just like that.
Is that elbow hit or is it?
No, this is this.
Back of the...
Does it look like an elbow hit the way he did it?
When you're looking from there, Oliver, it looks just like the butt of the gun is coming straight in. So remain right there you go. Wham!
Oliver's a guy who tells you his opinion, what he's thinking, whether it's on a movie set, whether it's before the movie getting made, whatever that might be. He's a very outspoken individual. He has been since the beginning of his filmmaking career.
Oliver has no filter. Let's put it that way.
Come on, Aaron, make it effort.
Go fuck yourself. What you get with Oliver is he pushes you to the next level and only ever wants to get the best out of you.
Strike first, strike fast. In between takes, if he's coming up to you and he's gonna give you a note, you don't know if he's gonna knock you out or say that was a fucking awesome take. And that's what keeps you on your toes. As much as your gut will tell you, hey, Kitsch, nice pull. Nope, shit. Go back to school.
At the beginning of the film, when I don't know the character, I want to do a lot of takes, and he will only let me do one take. And now when it's time to do stunts and I have to throw myself on the ground, now he wants to do a lot of takes.
Right, please.
She's not a great faller.
I think he reads everybody independently and makes sure you're a little bit uncomfortable at some level.
Here we go.
It's the nature of this business. You have to step across a few boundaries and a few toes once in a while. But I approach it like an artisan. Every day it's a long day on the set. You were there for a lot of it. And it's about attention to detail, accretion of detail, and working it out and communicating.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the last shot for Blake Lively.
Oliver is a stickler for details. He always, on his movies, has the best consultants he can find.
I need them. I need to know what my limits are. Not to say I follow what they say all the time, but I need to know if I'm being believable.
He can wear the jacket over one of his shirts. It'd be really nice. I have these great vintage shirts for him, too.
He wants to know really how everything would be, create that foundation and build upon it. It is about getting it right.
I was gonna get it for real, but they wouldn't let me.
My name is Patrick Formey. I'm the cannabis consultant on this film. I've known Oliver for 20 years, and it just so happens that I have a passion for medicinal cannabis.
Patrick, yeah, has been showing me all the different strains of weed and.
THC's testing 32%.
That's some crazy shit.
Aw, can't be.
We are currently in the Pacific Palisades. This is the indoor facility, maybe about 1 week away from harvest. There's approximately 300 plants in this area.
The grow house was very important to establish the seriousness and the scientific approach to this business.
We went on a scout to 3 or 4 or 5 different places to see what actual place would like, and then we mocked and mimicked the ducting, the preparations. So this is exactly the way a table would be set up. Water would be pumped and injected into these grow cubes, so this place would be considered authentic. Dan's going to be watering the tops of the cubes. Some people could just be trimming and cleaning. Some people could bring in nutrients.
Here we go, and action!
Having gone to the grow houses, the real ones, I was like, there's a certain boringness about a room that has plants in them. So I started running ideas by Patrick.
Through the research, he saw some houses with indoor pools, but with these amazing gardens. And he kept looking at them, and he just kind of came up with this idea. We're going to find a house with an indoor pool. We're going to drain the pool, and we're going to build a grow house in the pool and surrounding the whole thing.
All right, guys, quiet, please. Here we go.
It's an amazing set because of the legal restrictions of shooting medical marijuana, which is legal in California, but you can be sued everywhere for showing real marijuana in a film. We had to create synthetic marijuana, which had to be built with great love.
No big deal.
There's a mist on good marijuana that you feel. There's a crystalline effect. It's really the THC.
For months and months, we developed this way of making the plants at least look okay for the white shots. Because when you're dealing with plastic and silks and moss, it's hard to give it some reality.
I can guarantee you that not 1 ounce of real grass is on that movie set.
So I'm going to start eating this one right here. I'm going to take a bite.
We had consultants from the DEA, a drug enforcement agent, who just retired after 30 years.
You just concentrate on controlling him with that hand and pushing him forward. He may resist you a little bit, just keep it firm. DEA is the global player in every capacity, and I was able to learn all those dimensions, which includes intelligence gathering and enforcement. So it gave, you know, a homeboy like me from St. Louis a quick global education on the drug world.
Eddie was the real deal, had been involved in the Middle East and these kinds of very covert operations. I kind of grilled him on what is it like to get to know someone so well that you're going to have to betray. That was the interesting thing that I got from him, is like, how far as an actor do you have to go to fool everybody? You have to go very far because your life is at stake.
Obviously, Dennis is not the consummate moral DEA agent, but he sure is the consummate DEA agent.
To thank our task force as a consolation prize, everyone gets to go home with a little something, gun, some money, or drugs.
One day, Eddie brought in some big shots who'd all had strong experience in one side of the law or the other.
Cameras. Hey, Mark.
Be Mark.
Action.
I spoke with a young girl who was kidnapped, and it was incredibly heavy and heartbreaking. But the ability to sit down with another human being who you would otherwise never meet and really hear their story and connect with them, that's the most rewarding thing.
So we need to see the chain on the right.
Yes, please.
When you hear the accounts of the real people that have been involved in the drug war, it brings a seriousness to the script.
There's so much innocence being robbed down there because of the savagery of these cartels.
I'm doing it. Ready?
Very nice. When you hold her finger, it's, we're going to really try to see it. You really hold it. I want to make sure I see what you're doing. We also had a great consultant for us on computer hacking, because computers play a big role in this movie.
What am I doing?
I'm what they call an ethical hacker, which is kind of an oxymoron term for what I do. But basically, I'm a security specialist in cybersecurity, specializing mostly in offensive security, meaning the actual breaking into computer systems.
What does a hacker's office look like? Well, I don't know. Is it a kid on a computer in the back room of his parents' house? Yeah, sometimes, but not these guys.
We sat for hours and talked about all the kinds of things that they should be in the hacker's lair, from all the lock-picking sets and all that kind of stuff that we're into, to kind of the setup of the number of screens and just the kind of stuff that's on the screens.
All right, since the Patriot Act, as long as the electrons are outside the U.S., we're good. But it's a lot of lettuce to be carrying around, guys.
It's a break. Sorry.
Today we're in Spin's office, and I'm controlling all of his screens here with my laptop remotely. Every screen on set is represented by a window on this desktop, and this is how I control the computers remotely. So when he hits a key, I hit a key, and things act accordingly, and hopefully it makes the movie a little more realistic.
Look, it's an NTFS partition. He fucked up the master boot record. You see this informant number? C1459. You get to the point where you have no idea what you're talking about, like having to, tech talk your way through a scene. So we actually had to kind of talk about what language we wanted to use. Wanting it to be accurate, you don't want to just throw things out that aren't going to make sense. And I'm not much of a tech guy. As much as I look like a nerd, I only play one on television.
This is the hacker. This is the cannabis guy.
Whether it's a cannabis consultant, whether it's a hacker consultant, whether it's our DEA agent consultant, they have all been so instrumental in helping us to understand. I call them FOOs, Friends of Oliver.
It was a constant battle to make this movie every day. You go through this process, and each one is its own kind of organic, moving mass, and you don't know what's going to happen on it. But at the end of the day, the process is incredibly exciting.
Oh, man. Pyramid Lake was particularly painful. It was one of the worst of my professional career. It was in the middle of the shoot in August, and we found ourselves in northwest Los Angeles in these ravines. We were blocked suffocatingly in the heat. Oh, my God. For 3 days, we suffered greatly. Trying to set wires, explosions, timing. It takes forever.
And we're not done. 25 cases of Gatorade, almost 1,000 pounds of ice, $400 worth of Jamba Juice, $400 worth of Jersey Mike's.
A day on Oliver Stone's set, that's it, baby. Priceless.
Are we actually rolling right now? No, today's a fucking great day, man. This is where we're gonna shoot some guns, blow up some SUVs, get shot today. Looking forward to it. First time I'm ever getting shot on film, which will be fun. No, I'm pumped, trained a lot for this, so it's exciting for it to kind of formulate right in front of you. So we're gonna fucking knock it out. I'll tell you that right now.
We're in a very high fire danger area, and we're very close to what Homeland Security monitors here at a lake. And no one's been able to film here since 9/11. And this is the first filming with pyrotechnics and explosions that have been able to film here. So we're being extra careful and making sure we don't hurt anything and still get the shots that we need to get. There's a whole blast plate underneath the vehicle that keeps the guys inside the vehicle that are driving it safe. We put seatbelt harnesses inside to keep them safe as well and keep the fire and flame and concussion away from them. We make a little safe zone inside the vehicle for them driving.
Gonna be 2 cameras. Him, our stunt guy, is gonna start down by the trees there, get up to speed about 30 miles an hour. As he makes the turn onto the bridge, Tim himself is going to set off a det cord, which is going to basically flip the vehicle.
For the IED simulation, we had put a nitrogen cannon in the vehicle, which lifts the vehicle up and flips it over. And it's tied into a roll cage to keep the stunt driver safe.
Tell Ben to see the explosion. He didn't see it. Ben should see it now. Boom. Everything was shot from the point of view of the central car, which is where Taylor and Aaron are. And that's very important to remember. If we'd branched out and shot in the other locations extensively, we would have never gotten out of there.
I was in the military for just under 4 years. I was a dismounted infantry saw gunner with the United States Army's 3rd Infantry Division out of Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Don't forget the trick. Once you get them in sights, just close your eyes and pull the trigger and just let them have it. Oliver loves just for it to be as real as possible. And when you got these guys saying yay or nay, I mean, it just validates everything.
I go 5, 4, 3. Watch out, don't spray your ankle on the way down, please.
No, it's badass though.
Action!
¿Qué pasó, primo?
Bulletproof fucking glass!
Cut. I couldn't see any smoke.
Ben's coming in with his dialogue. If you go down to get that case, and then, bam, you guys lock it up. So if you've got the gun in this hand, let's say you always have it in your right, okay? When he comes up to you, what I want you to do so you can get a grip on him is as he comes up with the gun, he's gonna grab here and put his hand around your throat, okay? You guys are gonna tussle, right here, tussling around, just like that, okay?
3, 2, 1, fire!
Ben! You good? You good?
I forgot to tell you to move back.
Yeah.
There you go. I had it.
We shot in a warehouse downtown Los Angeles that Thomas Voth went to town on. He wanted to make it into the Beggar's Banquet or something.
Hey, Mark.
And it was an ugly scene. It had to be done.
I mean, I had to go somewhere very dark to even begin. I realized after 3 days of shooting, I had to get out. My head was gonna explode. It's a real dark, dark place.
The place was pretty small, and it was in a hole, so it just kind of gave you the sense of like, anything could go wrong in there.
A religion has evolved out of the narcs, and this new cult is called La Santa Muerte. They have such a close connection to death. So it gave me an incredible element to introduce into the fabric of the film, into the look of the film. Like Benicio said when he walked in and he looked and he says, oh, home away from home.
Benicio became very good on whips. He learned how to bullwhip, and he was anxious to display his newfound skill, and he's quite good.
So it's pretty intense. Sometimes when you crack that thing really hard, it's really loud. You know, it sounds like a 22.
You know, I've died many times, in many different ways, but never like this. My mom's gonna cry too, yeah, I know. She knows it's not true, but she cries. I already went into this mask casket that they have to build in order to make this eyeball going out. And then they're just gonna torch me up. I'm not gonna be the one being touched up. That's gonna be my stunt double. I can watch.
My name's Nico Willard, stunt coordinator's kid. Keith Willard's my dad. This is gonna be probably my third or fourth burn. I have 3 different layers. I put this on before I put that on. So it's barely little goggles right here. And I can barely see out of this guy's eyes. Total like 15 seconds, holding my breath.
Timmy's gonna say, Nico, you're lit. That's letting Nico know he's completely on fire.
You could sense the heat. You could sense the heat, you know. It was spectacular to watch.
It went well. Look, I'm getting props from Benicio del Toro right here. Good job.
And I got his autograph after the show.
It's a disturbing scene, and it has a very important story point, but it was a relatively easy scene compared to what was coming up the following week, which was going to be a major, major hurdle.
Oh my God, we are in Mystery Mesa, and let me tell you, it is quite the mystery here. This is the last week of shooting, and it's been quite the adventure, let me tell you. And to end here, just sets it over the edge.
The Dust Bowl at the end is quite an enormous set piece. I remember looking for the locations. We kept looking, and we were looking for a certain type of feeling. I said, I really want a place where there's nothing. It's desert, it's just open sky. But it was a hell of a shoot because there was no place to hide. You know, you're always putting the crew into a corner to try to get the shots because we want to sell the heaven. They're going to meet their maker. This is the end.
That wasn't even supposed to be happening. It's a real bullet wound. Good times.
Yeah, that's quarter speed, gentlemen. The Flash, they call me. Pictures up.
Action!
I'm so grateful to Oliver that he did a big master on that crucial moment, because when everybody's there and the helicopter and you do it all in once, almost like theater. When they say action and everything is happening, you really feel there and you get the goosebumps. I guess it's a mixture of what the character is feeling and realizing the size, the magnitude of being able to work in a big studio film with these amazingly talented people, everybody, not just the actors and the director, but all the different departments.
I'm Jay Collins, sound department. Second AC. Boom operator. Camera operator.
Film loader.
And I'm a savage. I'm a savage. Savage.
A savage. And I'm a savage.
A fucking savage!
That's the way I imagined it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the last shot for Aaron Johnson. Give me my daughter! Now!
Now!
When it comes to shaping the movie, Oliver and the editors are basically hunkering down for weeks and trying to figure out how they're going to put the movie together.
Who's got the tango?
We started the movie basically the week before they started shooting, and we were on from the beginning and on through the very end. So I think we're on probably the longest of any department on the movie.
Every scene gets touched by everybody.
Yeah,
it's not like, okay, this is my scene, don't touch my scene, I will only make the changes. It's like everybody grabs everybody's scenes and they're able to bring something that's different. I mean, personalities are different and you see different things.
What I really got a lot of pleasure out of was the work that we all did on the first act of the movie, and especially the beginning of the movie, from the Mexican heads being chopped off, which was a completely made-up scene. And we put a lot of time and effort into getting the first act of the movie as tight and as character-driven as we could.
We had started by, initially in this case, reading the novel by Don Winslow. So that was our foundation. Then we had the script, which of course we refer to, and then you see the dailies, and you try to reflect the script and augment it anyway to make the scene as good as it can be.
And I think that there's a reason why Oliver Stone films look like they do, and it's not because Oliver's sitting there saying, you know, do something strange here. It's just that Oliver's completely open to ideas.
Yeah.
And he wants things to be creative, and he's not telling you necessarily what to do, but he's never criticizing you for trying something.
After he has something to react to, then he will give us clear direction. The notes that Oliver takes, and in this case on a specific type of yellow legal pad that has to be college ruled.
The special pen.
And a special pen. It's just what he's used to and what he's comfortable with. And so we were having a music meeting, and Oliver was making notes on this one page with arrows and diagrams. It was just the most complicated diagram of hellish writing and drawing that I'd ever seen. It was really a roadmap of the music and the movie that only he understood.
It's like the Zodiac Code. If you can crack it, we're going to finally get to the bottom of that damn thing.
This 2-hour, 45-minute rough cut of mine had to come down, and we finally made it. We did many twists and turns, but we finally took it to 2:07.
The first act lost the most time of any section of the movie, I believe, by a long shot.
In a sense, we're editors in the literary sense, in that we're rewriters. We take something that is written and place it in such a way that it makes it's the best way to view it. We were always encouraged to find the essence of every scene. What I loved about the original book was how fast it was and how fun it was to read, and I think this film is like that to watch.
How to make this movie work, that's always a big thing, because it's a big story. How do you keep people watching? And that takes skill and craft.
You know, I've been playing with some new genetics in my garden. Came up with some pretty smooth stuff. What went wrong with your dad's business?
You see, Chon's dad, aka Big John, was a dealer back in the 70s, part of the California Association. You could say that Chon was raised by wolves, except that wolves are warm-blooded animals that nurture their young.
All right, Johnny boy, jump. Daddy'll catch you. Papa's right here. Go on, Daddy'll catch you.
But Chon says he learned most everything from his dad.
All the way to the ground?
Come on, John, who do you trust? Come on, kiddo, Papa's right here. Jump. Lesson number 1, Johnny. Never trust anyone.
What the fuck are you doing, John? You okay?
You're making a mistake. We'll give you 24 hours to reconsider.
Well, in light of our generous offer, we would like to reconsider and think about this for... Give us 48 hours. We need to talk to producers and distributors. You know, they're very independent thinkers.
We'll talk tomorrow at this time.
They're buying time. Don't worry, Madrina. Let me handle it. I'll take care of it. No need for you to even worry.
They insult me. You were supposed to scare them only. Now they want to run. What do I get out of it?
Lena, they did agree to give it all to us.
Alex, if they run, I lose their expertise. And their network will know that we're negotiating. They'll think they're free to do the same. Don't think so. Men teach you how to treat them. Mr. Eat Shit Caviar. He must be taught respect.
It's a mistake to even play games with them. Remember, Reinaldo, el que pega primero, pega dos veces.
First of all, I do not make mistakes. Second of all, do not use the name of my husband lightly, Lado. If you want to control a man, find his weakness. You should know that. Then you'll teach them a lesson. They'll learn.
Well, first we close out all our corporations and pay our taxes. Wesley Snipes not. I put some cash with money brokers in Madrid and then shift it to a numbered account in Dubai. Then when you're ready, I move it to Jakarta and you open a safe deposit. So anywhere you get an Ethernet receptacle, chum, we can do digital transfers, no problemas.
So basically, we're headquartered in Dubai.
Yeah, since the Patriot Act, as long as the electrons are outside the US, we're good, okay? But it's a lot of letters to be carrying around, guys. I mean, may I ask why you're running?
No one's running. This is a break if it's anything at all.
But amigo, what's the world without Ben and Shawnee's?
It won't be forever. We'll get someone to tide you over. Can't complain, Spin. You made a lot of money. You had a good run.
Yeah. I did. You know, a lot's a lot, but never enough.
Come on, you gotta get greedy now.
Sayonara, guys. See you next spin of the planet, huh? Love you too, John.
Look, Jake, think of it as economy of scale, all right? Yeah, look, the Mexicans will do business, but you'll be a corporation.
You know, in America, they don't get married at 18 or 19 months, so you can relax, okay?
Sabes que, Magdalena, I know that. And trust me, I do not want you to follow in my footsteps at all. But don't you forget for 1 second that I am the only mother you'll ever have. Y te quiero, mi amor.
I love you.
Ben. Yeah. Ben. Yeah, he's not gonna get. Hold on, let me call you back.
Hayes isn't picking up. Something's wrong.
Okay, did you try off?
She's not answering. It's not like Hayes.
Jesus Christ, John. You saying they got off? Who's your goddamn guy that was so goddamn good?
If he's not with O, he's dead.
There's gotta be millions sitting in these houses at one time or another.
It'll be like Robin Hood.
A fucked up Robin Hood. I love it. A couple IEDs, RPGs might come in handy. We could go real Sunni on these bastards.
Are we in any sort of danger here?
There's the money. That's where they count it. 2-3 times a week, they head south to Mexico. You see that curve? Road, ridge, road. One way in, no way out.
Chon's team staked out the stash house for 4 days and nights. Your strengths, like Elena says, are also your weaknesses.
Buys me Dealey fucking Plaza.
The cartel never expected this. Wars that come home to roost.
I think it can be done.
O was a great shot. You remember? Let's hit the range. Get some target practice in.
I don't know if I could do this.
Do what?
Kill somebody.
Everything goes as planned. You won't have to. Look, Ben, there's no undo button here. There's still time for you to walk away. I got 5 good guys ready to go.
No, man. This was my idea.
Good.
Did I not tell you everything goes through Mr. Alex?
Not this. This is 10 million cash straight up for the girl. And we stay happy partners.
Next time, ask me for what you want. Time for your bath. Bathtub time.
Lado.
Sí.
Ay, tu madrina.
Lado.
¿Qué onda?
La madrina.
Oigo.
Lado, where the fuck have you been? I waited for you 2 hours. I made a decision. I'm coming to the north Friday.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, Madrina. We're not prepared. That's when we could take advantage of the situation, you know?
Then prepare. You've had 5 years. Maybe you're having too good of a time there. Me? I am tired of this shithole. El Azul, that piece of shit, is getting on my nerves. We're losing money. We change security every weekend and it makes no difference. El Azul can kiss my ass. I'm not gonna be a prisoner in my own house.
Which home would you like to stay in?
The desert. I want to see Magda. And bring the hostage there. Put her up in the guest house.
Why would you want to do that for?
Do I have to explain everything I do? Just do what I say. And Lado, treat her well.
I have to arrange your transport. It's complicated, you know?
It's already been arranged.
The fuck you looking at, man? Gave her some shit, so let her sleep. Wake her up in 6 hours. Sophia will wash her.
You may go now. What are you waiting for?
I didn't ask you to come. You decided to come on your own.
So now you're telling me that you're not coming until next weekend, is that right? Listen, Magda, I came here just for you.
I have exams, Mom. I cannot go now.
I understand you're very busy, and I am very busy too, believe me. But I'm here, aren't I?
Oh, okay. I'll do my best for next Friday.
Okay, Magda, okay. I will wait till I see you. Besitos.
The Red Queen asked me to dinner. I think she was lonely.
So I read up on your Buddha. According to the Dalai Lama, if you are in a position to prevent greater violence, strike first, strike fast. Alex kidnapped people, Ben. He had people tortured and killed.
So have we.
Hey! Where the hell have you guys been? Come on, play a game.
Not now, honey. There's this 10-year-old girl in Afghanistan. She'd walk by our outpost every day on her way to school. Beautiful girl, sweetest eyes. I'd go away a few months, come back, same outpost. And there she is walking back from school one day, and she wouldn't even look at us. Wouldn't even talk to us. So I walk across the street and I call her out because I knew her. Name was Daria. Anyways, long story short, turns out Daria didn't have a face left. Taliban came over one day and threw acid on it for the sin of learning. 10 years old. And I will never forget those eyes. So I tell myself, Ben, such a bad fucking world, sometimes you gotta be a bit badder.
Dennis fucked us on those files. And Alex was up there. Begged Elena on the head of Magda, her daughter. Which means she must be alive. But Dennis knows. Short 3 mil. Another hit's problematic. We gotta squeeze it out of Dennis somehow. Find her and trade her.
I mean kidnap.
Same as up.
You up for that?
Yeah. I am.
I'll be in touch, baby.
How we all feeling? Good, brother. Good. Close with Frankie Hayes. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Aquí, Don Luca, good. In positions.
Sí, jefe.
¿Está bien?